Captain's log, stardate, January 9th, 2024. We got snow, about 2 inches, but at least it stayed now for the last couple of days. Word on the forecast is we're in for a big storm that's about to start in about 2 hours. Some stations are saying we're going to get 25 centimeters, which is about 10 inches for you good folks in the States. Others are saying 10 centimeters. Based on my own experience, I'm thinking that's more like about 8 centimeters. Unfortunately for me, my gravel driveway is still not frozen. In all fairness, we've had such warm temperatures all winter so far, it hasn't had a chance to freeze. So even if we get the snow today, there definitely won't be any blading involved. My blower is sitting lonely in the shed, just waiting for a big snowfall. Let's hope it comes tonight. But hey, I just wanted to do a short video today. One, I wanted to say Happy New Year to everybody. Second thing is I needed to dispel a rumor that's been going around for quite some time. And I'm going to do that today now that I know. And third, I wanted to ask for a little help or support from you good folks. With that said, let's check the fluids. Welcome back to GP Outdoors. So I wanted to apologize to some of you. I just did my 400-hour service, and I know many of you had asked if I'd please film that, and I didn't. And the reason I didn't film it is because I'd never done it before, so I knew I was going to be stumbling through it. But most importantly, my neighbor Ralph was kind enough to let me use his nice warm garage, and I didn't want to end up in that garage or, getting in his way longer than I had to. I will give you a couple of pointers though. It was surprisingly easy to do if you just take your time, like draining the front axle and filling it, doing your oil change, which is normal. The big thing is you have to drain all your hydraulic fluid out. Oh, it looks great. So it's really important that you make sure you have a couple of 5-gallon pails on hand, and you need several of those, those oil drain pans that you slide under when you pull out the drain plug. You're going to need a few of those on hand because that's 15 liters of fluid that you're draining out. So you just want to be able to make sure that as one fills, you're able to slide the next one under the tractor and keep it going as opposed to getting it all over the floor. Replacing your fuel filter was much easier than I expected. You don't need to crimp or cut off the fuel lines. As soon as you start to unscrew that bowl, you might get a few drips of fuel, but there's some kind of a stopper built in there. As soon as you pull the bowl out, it will immediately stop the fuel from coming into the bowl. And once you finish, you replace the filter and you put it back, you'll hit something that'll automatically trigger the fuel to start to fill the bowl again. So you don't have to worry too much about that. So the rumor I've been hearing for some time is actually not true. Like me, you've probably heard several times for the last year or two on different YouTube channels, as well as from references, that if you change your hydraulic fluid and fill it up with the premium hydraulic fluid from Kubota, that it will minimize that annoying whine that this tractor has. Well, I drained 15 liters of fluid out of this tractor, changed my filters, and I filled it with premium hydraulic fluid. And I can tell you, it's just as loud as it was before. It's not true. The whine on this transmission does not go away. Nor does it get any lower. Now the good news, for all you folks that have been mentioning that you've been talking to your dealer about getting a brand new LX, the good news is the 20 series LX tractors are now hitting all the dealerships. And I have heard the 20 series. And I can tell you, the hydraulic whine on those is very, very minimal. In fact, I would say it sounds more or less just like Guy's old L series. When you step on it or you strain it, you'll hear a little hydraulic whine, but that's about it. Nothing more. So that's good news. Good stuff. So about that Favour. Many of you good folks have asked me over the years what it is I do or what my hobbies are when I'm not up here at the cabin. In other words, what I do with my time when I'm down in the city. And well, I just picked up a new hobby. I bought a laser engraving machine. Yeah, I finally pulled the trigger. Something my daughter and I had been working on for months and thought we were going to do together. And I decided after a little while I was going to go ahead. I'm brand new, never used a laser before, never used CAD software or anything like that. So, in true GP fashion, I started a new YouTube channel. That way, if you're interested, you can see me when I'm up here on GP Outdoors, and when I'm back in the city, you can see me on LaserNug. I'll put the URL of the YouTube address below in the description, and you'll see the icon right there on the screen in front of you. What I was hoping you might do to help me out, if you could go to the channel and subscribe, maybe watch a few videos. I'm new starting out. Kind of reminds me of when I got my first B2601 in 2017. Never turned the key on a tractor before, and I'm in the same position now with this laser engraver, but it's a pretty slick machine. I hope you can help me out, and I really appreciate it if you can. And if you can subscribe, watch some videos, and maybe tag along with me. It'd be nice to have a few friends along for the ride. So, all of my fluids are up, blower's on, everything's ready to go. We're just waiting on the snow. Have a wonderful week with your families. Please be kind to each other. And I hope to see you in the next video blowing snow up the driveway. Cheers.
Thank you.